She looked me square in the eyes with a calm that chilled the air. "I'm done sneaking around," she said, her voice smooth like glass. "I have someone else now. He's loyal, unlike you, and he'll be staying overnight." From time to time, I didn't flinch. No fist clenched, no raised voice, not the reaction she wanted. Instead, I smiled soft, measured. I lifted my coffee cup and took a slow sip, the steam curling up like smoke from a battlefield yet to explode. "I doubt he'll be of much use to you," I said quietly, placing the mug back down with a gentle clink. "His most important tools are already sitting useless at this table." She blinked. Confusion flickered across her face, then vanished. Beneath that familiar smug grin, she leaned back in her chair, twirling her wine like she was royalty in a crumbling kingdom. That grin, the same one that had haunted my nights for months, reappeared. "I'm tired of hiding," she said again, casually, like she was announcing rain. "He'll be here when I want him here. You'll just have to deal." My grip on the mug tightened slightly, but I refused to crack. I'd seen this coming. The late nights, the sudden makeup routines, the phone she guarded like a state secret. I had known, but instead of accusing, I watched, studied, planned. Now she was bold enough to say it aloud, expecting fireworks, shouting, crying, begging. But I only smiled. "I think you'll find him rather useless," I said again. "He's already lost the only thing that could have helped him." She frowned. "What are you talking about?" I leaned forward, my tone calm, deliberate. "You'll find out soon." That's when I saw it, the first crack in her perfect little mask. She searched my face, expecting anger. Instead, she found a wall of stillness. I stood slowly and whispered, "Enjoy tonight. It's the last time your world feels familiar." I left her sitting there, wine in hand, drowning in paranoia. She thought she had control. That was her first mistake. I had already been 10 steps ahead. Once my suspicions were confirmed, once I watched her slip into Daniel's car one night I got to work. Daniel, the man she thought was her savior, was a joke. A smirking parasite with debt he could never repay, a sketchy job history, and secrets that would make most men run. But not me. I dug deeper. Medical records, financial ties, legal entanglements. He wasn't just shady. He was a walking felony. I had waited for the perfect night, that evening. I told Claire I was turning in early. She didn't hesitate, dabbed on some lipstick, sent a text. I watched everything through the discreet security cameras I had installed weeks before. Daniel showed up like he owned the place, cocky, smiling. He and Claire curled up together in the living room, blissfully unaware. That's when I sent the tip. Sirens echoed down the block minutes later. Flashing lights bathed our front lawn. In red and blue, the front door flew open. "Daniel Carter, you're under arrest for fraud, embezzlement, and identity theft." He turned white. Claire screamed, jumping to her feet. I descended the staircase, slow and quiet. Her eyes met mine wide, terrified. "You did this," she whispered. I nodded once. "Of course I did." "Did you really think I'd let you humiliate me in my own home?" She lunged, furious. An officer blocked her. "We're still married," I said calmly, "which means when I'm finished, you'll be left with absolutely nothing." Daniel was dragged away, yelling he'd been framed. Claire's confidence evaporated, replaced with panic. "What have you done?" she cried. "What needed to be done?" I replied. Then I pulled out my phone and showed her everything, screenshots, messages, financial records, browser histories. His online trail led to things that would make any sane person recoil, particularly a married woman who had welcomed him into her bed. "You're lying," she whispered. I angled the screen, looked closer. She stared, silent, stunned by the truth she could no longer deny. "You invited this man into our home, let him sit at our table, sleep in our bed. You introduced him to friends and family. Do you think you'll walk away untarnished?" Tears began to brim in her eyes. "I didn't know. No, you didn't care," I shot back. Then I dropped another bomb. "Check your accounts." She blinked, confused. "What?" I nodded slowly. "Our joint savings, the one you assumed I ignored. I moved every cent while you were too distracted to notice. Every dinner you paid for with him, every hotel room you made it easier." She pulled out her phone. Frantic, opened the banking app. Her face paled. 0. Nothing. You're lying. See for yourself. The silence was deafening. Then I leaned in close. And the house, it's mine. You signed a prenup. Remember, you don't get a cent. She broke then completely. Anger turned to desperation. Her voice cracked. You bastard, you can't do this. It's already done. She sobbed, the powerful woman who once looked down on me now crumbling before my eyes. I'd love to stay and watch, but I've got better things to do. You, on the other hand, have about 24 hours before your entire world caves in. What do you mean? She asked, panicked. You're going to be famous, I said with a smirk. Her phone vibrated, then again, then dozens of times. She picked it up, opened the messages and gasped. Photos of her affair were everywhere. Daniel's records, his crimes, their texts leaked to everyone we knew, her co-workers, her family, even her precious yoga group. You sent all this, she said, shaking. I sure did. Your lies needed witnesses. Her reputation evaporated overnight. The whispers started immediately. By morning, her company had let her go. Her family refused to take her calls. And Daniel, bail denied. His charges were far too serious to ignore. The divorce papers arrived the next day. She had 30 days to vacate. And me, I thrived. She called me that night, sobbing, begging, saying she had nowhere to go. I let her cry. Then I simply said, not my problem, and hung up. She kept texting apologies, desperation, promises. I ignored them, but she wasn't finished. By the weekend, she was on my doorstep, smudged mascara, disheveled hair, no trace of the woman who once thought she held all the cards. Please, she whispered. I have no one else. I looked her over, calm as ever. Where's your amazing soulmate now? She broke. He's gone. He won't even return my calls. I laughed softly. Yeah, neither will I. And then I shut the door. She collapsed behind it, sobbing. But I didn't turn back. She had chosen her path. Now, she could walk it alone.